The Social Security system is a government-operated social insurance initiative within the Philippines, catering to individuals across private, professional, and informal sectors. One notable instance involving the SSS dates back to 1998, when it broadcasted a PSA concerning accident insurance. In the public service announcement, a construction worker talks to the boss about the Social Security system. The worker removes the hard hat while the boss doesn't. The boss suggests growing the company, and the worker wonders what will happen, and the boss says that they won't be affected. Upstairs, another worker loses control of his sledgehammer. Just as the sledgehammer is about to hit them, the screen goes black. The PSA was shown on TV in 1998 and then again in 2004. It was first on YouTube, but the person who posted it got terminated for copyright issues in 2021. Then 2 years later, on June 11, 2023, Patrick Roque discovered the PSA and uploaded it to the comment section of a Facebook post about the commercial. Zap the Magical Computer is a kids' educational show movie that's animated in 3D. It was made by Anthony Amato and John T. Quinn and came out around 1997. The movie is about Zap, a talking computer from planet Xena, and his friend Teacher, who's also a machine. They set out on a journey to find out who took all the number 8s on Earth. The movie was sent out directly on VHS, but given the numerous mentions within the movie about TV executives showing interest in the characters, it's likely that the movie was initially created as a pilot proposal for a TV show. Around 2011, Anthony Amato posted edited clips of the movie on his YouTube channel. He added text to explain where the movie came from. Then in 2020, a YouTuber named Greyfruit put all the edited clips together into one video without the text. This video was the best version of the movie available online before June 2023. It has about 24 minutes of the original 30-minute movie, but some parts were still missing and no one really knew much about this movie online. Then on June 27, 2023, a user named Remiculous got a VHS copy of the movie and put it on a DVD. They turned it into a digital version and uploaded it to the Internet Archive and YouTube. Now people can watch the full movie online. DeTour is a TV pilot from 2015 made by Steve Franks. It's based on a time when Rivers Cuomo, the leader of the band Weezer, took a break from music and went back to college. Even though Fox made the pilot and filmed it, they never showed it on TV. Around 2004, when Weezer was working on their 5th album, Rivers Cuomo started feeling alone as a famous musician. So he sold a lot of his things and went back to Harvard University to finish college like a regular student. After a few years, when the show Psych had finished, Steve Franks decided to work with Cuomo on a comedy show about this part of his life and other things related to it. Franks not only supervised the show, but also wrote the pilot episode. Fox agreed to make the pilot and air it, which is called a put-pilot commitment. However, after they filmed the pilot, Fox changed their mind and chose to not show it on TV. They decided to pay a fee instead of airing it. Even though the unaired pilot hadn't been released for anyone, the script for it was available online. Then on June 25th, 2023, a YouTuber named Media Garage got a DVD from Fox and put the whole pilot on YouTube. Dream Dimension Hunter Fandora is an OVA project created by renowned manga artist Go Nagai. Comprising 3 OVAs, these were all brought to life by the short-lived Konami production and distributed in Japan by Nippon Columbia. Despite attaining a level of success within Japan, Hiromasa Shibazaki, the series producer, aimed to expand the anime's reach to English-speaking audiences. With this objective, the decision was made to dub Dream Dimension Hunter Fandora into English. However, the substantial cost associated with the dubbing process led to limited sales of the English version in the Western market. The English dubbed edition also never made it to television screens. Due to the series not gaining significant traction outside of Japan, it eventually faded into obscurity. The search for the English dubbed version went on for a while and it remained undiscovered. This is partly due to the combination of high pricing for the VHS copies, and the relatively obscure status of anime in the Western world during that era. Also, no verifiable instances of the dubbed version being sent to retailers or individuals in the US have been documented. It was unknown whether other OVAs were given an English dub, and there were no pictures of the Japanese tape anywhere. Only one short clip had been discovered on the internet. Also, there wasn't really much evidence that the English dub existed, and there's no list of English voice actors for it. But then on June 5th, 2023, part 1 of the OVA was uploaded onto YouTube by a user named Neil Nadelman. They explained that they captured it from a 4th generation VHS copy. Bubble Guppies is an animated show on Nick Jr. made by Robert Skoll and Johnny Belt and produced by Wildburn Entertainment. The series is about 6 fish-tailed kids taught by the teacher Mr. Grouper who learn preschool subjects in each episode. There is a pilot episode created and shown to Nickelodeon, but then it got lost for many years and fell into obscurity. The show was worked on at Guru Studio and Nick Digital in September 2006. By January 2007, they had finished an episode called Happy Clam Day. Some characters had different voices and the animation looked very different from what it became later. Originally, Guru Studio Nickelodeon planned to air the series in the late 2000s for the first season, but they only finished 10 episodes. After finishing the 10th episode, about 5 months later, around 720 people, including the people from Guru Studio and Nick, lost their jobs because of Viacom. The creators of the show lost hope, but then Wildbrain heard about it and decided to continue. They made changes and competed with another show called Team Umizoomi, and on January 24th, 2011, the show started with 20 episodes. There wasn't much info about the pilot story because the bits that were found didn't give much information. People think it might have been about the Guppies being separated, but this wasn't really confirmed. Someone put a video on YouTube called Nicke Uber Hotmix Lossless Desktop that had parts from the pilot and other Nickelodeon pilots, but in 2019 they made the video private for some reason and no one had the video. Then later on, a reel was found on Vimeo that had some scenes from the pilot with Molly talking but music played over it. Until recently, only a small clip, some pictures, and a screenshot from the pilot with a few drawings had shown up. Then on June 20th, 2023, someone named Dariah shared a Catbox link with the full pilot that hadn't been shown before. Nobody knows how they got this link or if others had it before them. This person also shared a document made by the show's original creators. Star vs. the Forces of Evil is an animated series featured on both Disney Channel and Disney XD and was created by Darren Nefsey. The story follows the adventures of a young princess named Star Butterfly. After receiving a magical wand on her 14th birthday, Star is sent to Earth by her parents to improve her magic skills. Alongside her Earth friend Marco Diaz, she battles various supernatural creatures and villains while navigating the challenges of a teenage life. The show combines elements of fantasy, comedy, and coming-of-age themes, exploring the balance between Star's royal responsibilities and her desire for freedom. As the series progresses, it delves into deeper storylines involving dimensional travel, family secrets, and the clash between different magical factions. The series underwent significant changes during its development. Nefsey transformed the original pitch, which portrayed Star as a somewhat unhinged ordinary student with a belief in her magical powers, into a concept where Star becomes a foreign exchange student from another dimension, possessing actual magical abilities. This adaptation was prompted by an executive suggestion to depict Star as a teenager with authentic magical powers. Collaborating with Canadian animation studio Mercury Filmworks, Nefsey produced a test pilot over approximately 1 year, aiming to convince Disney to support the show's production. The subsequent creation of the show's first season spanned around 2 additional years. While specifics regarding the unaired pilot remain limited, a few glimpses were captured from Mercury Filmworks animation reel videos on Vimeo. These snippets depict scenes unused during the release season. The original title of the show was also called Star and the Forces of Evil. Then on June 2nd, 2023, a user discreetly shared a link via the file sharing platform Catbox to the entire 13-minute pitch pilot in a 4chan thread. The Catbox link circulated within various threads in 4chan, largely evading attention. Eventually, the link extended beyond 4chan, finding its way to the Lost Media Wiki. Following this, re-uploads of the pitch pilot spread across social media as well as multiple video sharing and file sharing platforms.